on Science, week 32, day 2. I'm on page 19. So yesterday we page 16 and 17. I'm writing it in my book. So today we're starting on 19. Okay. And we're talking about those unifying themes of biology. So the second unifying theme is organization, or they're part of a structure. So organization / structure. That's what I'm starting with today. Okay? Biology involves an organized class of all forms of life. What are things you organize? Do you organize to give order to? Schoolwork should be organized. Your clothes, so you know how to find them. Where your underwear drawer, your sock drawer, maybe a t-shirt. You need to be able to find those things. Where your toothbrush is, that is organizing. Okay? If you're looking for your toothbrush every day, maybe you aren't brushing your teeth. Okay? So, organization is important. What does Genesis 1 tell us about God's planning and organization of creation? Life is organized on many levels. Each level of biological organization builds on the level below it. Atoms are organized into molecules. Molecules are organized into organelles, which make up the cells of living things. So you're starting tiny and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Which makes up cells of different living things. Groups of similar functioning cells form tissues. Groups of tissues form organs. Different organs work together to form an organ system. The organ systems work together to form an organism. Organization does not stop at the organism level. Organisms of the same species form a population. Populations of living things in the same area interact and form communities. Communities interact with non-living things of the area and form an ecosystem. Finally, many smaller ecosystems connect to form larger ecosystems called biomes. In what biome do you live? In what population of plants and wildlife do you interact with? Okay, so starting from atoms all the way through biomes. That is, you have every level. So one level would be I never started. Cats. Big cats, small cats. They're all in the feline one. But then you have different types of cats. You have the small cats like at your house, and you also have the large cats, even though they're in the same family. And so then you can separate those out into smaller. And then you can go into just tigers and different types of tigers. And then tigers, all the way down to this tiger is from here and this tiger's from here. And then you can go even smaller than that to this tiger's liver compared to that tiger's liver, but they're different because they're from different areas. Do you see? And then they just keep getting smaller and smaller. Okay, so we're moving on. If you look at page 20, there is the levels of organization that they're talking about. So they start biosphere, which is the planet Earth, or the part of Earth that contains all ecosystems, right? The whole Earth. Then the biome, so connected different areas like the desert or the deciduous forest or the jungle or the Arctic, right? Okay, then you have the ecosystems, and then the communities, then the population, so who or what lives there, and then the organism, so me or you, okay? And then the group of cells so our bodies, right? And then the cells inside, like your liver cell or your kidney cell. And then the molecules that make up the smallest chemicals in your body, and then the atoms that are basic building blocks, right? No matter which branch of biology we study, we find many similarities in the way living things are constructed. We find that the way they are organized at multiple levels and the way they interact with each other and the living and their environment have similarities. Okay, so for today's assignment, I want you to pick an animal or a person. So pick animal. And I want you to put it in the structure, and that will be the organism. So you're starting in the middle, okay? I want you to tell me if it's a group of organisms, like the population, then the community, and then out. Use the internet as a resource. So you're gonna go from the animal or the organism out to the biosphere. So as an example, I will pick, what lives here? A raccoon, okay? Now, can anyone else pick a raccoon? No. So, okay, so no one else can pick raccoon. Okay, so raccoon. So population, so that's the organism. Then I'm going to population. A population is a group of organisms of one type that live in the same area. Raccoons live near, like, they don't live in a huge population of raccoons. They're kind of individual, but okay. Probably in a forested area. Okay, so are there very few live together. Okay, now if you picked like a bird, then that would be the flock of birds that they travel with. Okay, so that's the population. The community is the population that lives together in a defined area. So I'm going to say wooded area. Near water. Okay. That's the community. Ecosystem. A community and its non-living surroundings. So, they don't live in super hot jungle area, so they live in, like, probably Iowa. Natural. Wild, right? They're not living in town. Okay? And then the biome would be deciduous or grass plains. Okay? And then the biosphere is Earth. So you need to find an organism and see the levels of biological organization from the organism, like shrimp or a whale or that kind of thing, all the way out to Earth. Okay? So that's your assignment for today. Okay? See you tomorrow.